Would you go on a date with me?
Yeah. I mean, you seem very straightforward, and I'd be down to go on a date with you if I was. Yeah! Sure, why not?
Win for the win! Got it!
Yeah, I don't know, you seem like a nice person, and you have a cool personality. You just approached me, and then I think that was cool.
Holy crap, why did she say yes to me?
If you were single, would you go on a date with me?
This might be the video that changes everything for you. Despite having no game whatsoever, this dude still ended up pulling some shorties. Which goes to show you, the time is now.
Hi, I'm Sam, and I'm Asian.
I couldn't tell.
No, not that spam, you idiot. I'm talking about shy, passive Asian males. Indicators of being a spam include being too shy to talk to girls, being 6 feet tall, and excessively wearing dry fit shirts.
Really, bro? I'm 6'1".
When you're a certain height, girls expect certain things from you and certain traits. Just because you're tall doesn't mean you're gonna get women. And I think a lot of you guys don't realize that the game is inside of you.
I really was a spam growing up. No one really ever told me I was attractive, and all the people that I thought looked super attractive on television, they look nothing like me. So I basically grew up, but now I'm a grown college student and I've never been on a date in my life. If only there was a way to change that.
I go on too many dates.
He will show you guys what to expect when you guys go out shooting your shot. It's not going to be this thing where you just approach a girl and now she's just going to go on a date with you just because you approached her. This is the truth about life. This shit is hard. Just because you do a little bit of work doesn't mean you're always going to win. You need to do this shit at a high volume just so that way you can maximize your results. Let's say you go shoot 100 shots and you get curved by every single chick you talk to. I can guarantee you by the end of that mission, you'll be much more tough mentally and you'll have some real character built.
In order to ask out 100 girls, I need to find 100 girls. So what's a good place to find girls 18 and up?
College, we're going back to college.
Would you go on a date with me?
No,
Why?
I'm a lesbian.
Let's try that again. Would you go on a date with me?
We're kind of,
That's true.
yeah.
I can't just be like, all right, let's like, go out.
Stop the cat!
Realistically, no, because I'm interested in someone else.
Is there anything I can do to convince you otherwise?
You like give me $1 million.
You do realize I ate spam out of the can like a minute ago, right?
I just hope that after he ate that spam, he brushed his damn teeth. I hope he didn't walk up to these girls with the audacity of having spam breath.
Probably wouldn't.
Now at this point, Sam started to lose what little confidence he had coming in. You would think that rejection gets easier the more it happens, but he just started to feel worse.
I'm so glad that he realizes that after 8 shots, the fear of rejection is still there. Even after 100 shots, I wouldn't be surprised if he's still scared of rejection. With rejection, it's not like it gets any easier, but you just get stronger as a man. You realize that these things don't impact you and they really don't determine who you are. Because you're going to have good moments, you're going to have bad moments in that game. A lot of you guys have allowed the bad moments to impact your good moments. You guys are so scared of losing that you lose. I don't look at these rejections as, oh, I'm just not good at this shit. I'm thinking in my head, this shorty just wasn't for me at this point in time. With this game, you gotta have tunnel vision. I don't think anyone likes being curved, but at the same time, I don't allow it to stop me from doing what I want. If I want something, I'm not gonna let my fear of rejection stop me from walking up to it or going ahead and making an initiative on it. If I see something I want, I gotta get it. I'm not sitting around waiting for something special to happen to me. I gotta make it happen now. If it's now or never.
To be honest, he was ready to give up, admit that this was a failed video, and just go home. But his whole life, he'd always heard the phrase, 8th time's the charm, so he decided to give it one more try.
Would you go on a date with me?
Yeah. I mean, you seem very straightforward, and I'd be down to go on a date with you if I was.
I'm happy our boy got a dub for once. I'm really happy for him. But I'm on my Kanye shit. Hold up. I'm really happy for him, but the thing is this. I don't even take the word serious half the time. Every time you're in the game, man, you'll hear it.
Oh, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that.
Until I see you on that date or until I see you wherever you're at, I'm not believing it until it's happening. And that's kind of the mentality you guys gotta have. Because I don't want him getting too invested into this shit. He's like, yeah, I finally got a number. This is gonna go well. It's gonna be my future girl. And then the next day she ghosts him. Despite everything I just said, don't get pessimistic because it only takes one time for you to get that girl you always wanted. You only gotta be right one time.
Now, in case you didn't know, English is not his first language. It's actually idiot. So when he says,
cool,
what he really means is, holy crap, why did she say yes to me? You are too attractive. Please take it back. Please take it back. I'm not worthy of your love. And to make things worse, he could have just walked away. But you know what he did? He immediately asked out the girl sitting right next to her. This guy's an idiot.
Hey, I'm glad he shamed himself because he just made two fatal mistakes. Mistake number one, never doubt yourself in this game, man. The unconfident and the pessimists are the ones that usually fumble bad bitches. When you see a shorty that you like, just assume everything's going well until proven otherwise. Number two, one of the fatal mistakes he did is whenever you get a shorty that you're feeling, at that point, you should be trying to get away from that proximity of her as far as like, you know, not shooting your shot in front of other girls. One of the worst things you can do is just be a fucking thirsty as fuck and just shoot your shot at every bitch in the club. I'll be in the club, for example, right? I'll be in that motherfucker shooting like I'm Kobe. I'll be like, I'm in that motherfucker shooting at every chick, bro. Every chick that's attractive, I'm on her ass. The funny part of it is I usually pull a lot of numbers, but those girls will see me talking to so many different girls that they think you're a player in a bad way. Girls want to see you being a player in a subtle way.
On a date with me?
Yes, I like how you approach me.
Wow, I feel.
This is the one thing he gonna learn. Girls like guys that other girls want.
To schedule a real date. Wait,
What if I
what?
didn't have a boyfriend? I'd go on a date with you.
Today it's a no.
I'm not in a mental state right now.
I feel like if we talked first and I liked like what we were talking about, then yeah.
What do you want to talk about?
That girl right there was the biggest indication of what was going on. This is the thing that most guys get wrong. They think by just having pure physical looks that women are just going to automatically go on a date and sleep with you. Personally speaking, I've been good looking for a long time. And it wasn't until I really understood that this is what ultimately attracts a woman. You can't hold a conversation. Why would she want to give you her number?
I usually like to talk to people before I go on a date with them.
You're talking to me now. Is this a yes or a no?
No. Well, your mom is my boyfriend, so...
Would you go on a date with me?
Sure, yeah, why not?
No. No, I don't really know you. Depends on what kind of date it is.
What kind of date would you want to go on?
To get food, maybe?
Okay, I'm down.
You know what's hilarious? I found a free food bot and I thought I hit the lottery. I just realized that girls who are on dating apps, girls who know how to play these dudes, they have a whole menu of what they can get for free. These guys are taking girls to Benihana's, freaking Nobu. They're taking these girls everywhere.
I don't trust people, guys who approach girls. I feel like that's a red flag. I've had a red flag with any guy who's ever done that. Like, you can approach, but not out of the blue. It's more of you're waiting in line. You're have you tried this?
Oh.
Or something.
Well, have you tried this?
It's funny that girl said that because these women really don't want you guys having power over yourselves. The reason why she might not like that is because the guys who've approached her have options. When you have options, you're a powerful motherfucker.
Go on a date with me.
I have a girlfriend.
I'm talking to someone.
I'm pretty busy.
I have a boyfriend.
Boyfriend.
This guy's actually my boyfriend, so...
If I was single, I might be tempted, but...
I mean, if you pay me enough, anything's possible.
Boyfriend. I don't know you at all.
I'm too emotionally attached to fictional characters right now.
Would you go on a date with me?
Yes.
Whenever a shorty has to think that fucking hard, she was doing fucking math problems in her head. Whenever a shorty has to think that hard, never, ever take her on a date. This is what I tell guys all the time. There's a difference between persuading a woman and convincing a woman. Persuading is when you help someone get to something they desire. Convincing is pretty much trying to force somebody to desire something they don't want.
Here, maybe we could hang out a little before going on a date.
Also, would you want to hang out?
Yeah, sure, but the thing is, I have a boyfriend.
Shorty hitting with the 1-2 curve, man. It's crazy.
Would you look at that? We've reached the halfway point. I've been very busy trying to find people, so I haven't really been explaining my thoughts, but I've actually been learning a lot. My biggest lesson from the first half is that rejection doesn't really get any easier. Wait, excuse me, would you go on a date?
I'm in danger.
Never say that in your life. Get that out of your mind right now. Don't just walk up to a girl and ask her on a date. The way he's approaching it is not how you guys would approach it. You wouldn't just go up to a girl and ask her for a social experiment and then just hit her with a question like that. You're going to have to walk up to her, pardon yourself, or be honest, or whatever you want to be on. Personally, how I always do it, I don't like to overcomplicate it. I don't really like to make it too fucking difficult for anyone to do. Let's take a shorty at the gym, for example. I'll catch her in between the set and I'll be like, hey, honestly, I just seen you over there and I had to come say hi. My name is KJ. What's your name? When she says that, we gauge a conversation. I'm kind of feeling out the conversation. I'm kind of seeing what she's on. If she's more serious, I'm going to be a little bit more serious, cool, calm, collected. If she's a little bit more, goofy, a little joking, I'm throw some jokes out there, let the mouthpiece go a little bit,
Yeah. We could ride probably the Ferris wheel or something. And
The reason why I keep it so simple is because I want to gauge what she's on. I don't want to say some shit that's going to turn her off rip. I don't want to hit her with a pickup line because that's just corny half the time.
Where in the world did you get that? That smile, it's beautiful.
Yeah, you're weird.
That's weird?
Yeah.
Unless you have a really smooth opening for a pickup line, I would highly recommend against it. Just because you don't know who you're talking to, it can come off really weird. And it requires a high level execution that most men can't do. That approach right there is super simple to do. It doesn't require much thought. And it's something you could just throw out. I don't gotta have to sit there for 5 minutes calculating, which pickup line should I use? Pickup line.
Would you go on a date with me?
You said you seen you asking like other people earlier, so what's it? I don't want a guy who's for the streets.
And that proves my point.
Yeah, probably. A date is just a date, and I think a coffee is like something you can say yes to anyone to. Yeah, I mean, you seem fine. A date is just a date.
Yeah, sure. It'd be nice to like get to know you.
I feel like I'm a pretty boring guy.
Well, I don't know that yet, so.
Oh, true.
Find out.
I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything about that. You guys know what it is.
Yeah, I don't know. You seem like a nice person, and you have a cool personality. You just approached me, and then I think that was cool. Like nobody really.
And that's the point of this video. It only takes one girl for you to change your whole entire life and start a new chapter. It only takes one. One time you grab your nuts and say hi to her. That's all it takes. With the dating apps, you're not going to have the ability to get that one shot most of the time because you're only being based off your looks. That Tinder shit, that online dating shit has you guys convinced you're bad with women. And the reality is this. When it comes to the game, everything is required. Your looks matter. Your voice matters. The way you talk, the way your body language is, it all factors in. When you're on your little fucking Tinder shit, these chicks are just judging you based off of one single image. And so yes, looks do matter.
I think you're a 9, and I'm the one you need.
Oh, that's good. See, yeah, that would probably, I would definitely be like, sure, yeah.
All right, where are we going?
I'm so sorry. I got a shotty on the side, but yeah.
If she ain't feeling you, she's not feeling you.
Would you go on a date with me?
Are you gonna pay for my food?
Oh, good.
Sure.
Good follow-up.
Sure.
Yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum. Kirby had ass.
I'm actually running out of time, so let's breeze through the rest of these.
There were a couple more no's.
I am into women.
I'm also into women.
I only have space in my heart for my cat.
I have a boyfriend. As friends, yeah.
That's not the question.
2 girls who were way too nice to me.
Yeah, I would. I like your personality.
Describe my personality.
You're good at taking sarcasm.
Yes. 30-second conversation we had before this. You're funny, and you can like actually hold a conversation.
That's the key, like I was telling you guys earlier. Be able to have that conversation first. Just see if you guys are going to flow up first, because you got to have standards too. If the chick and you aren't really flowing like that, what's the point of really taking her out?
I have a boyfriend.
One girl who wants to date for content.
Okay, the fact that you asked me this low-key, this project is like cool, so like yeah, I would, because that's like interesting. Like people don't do interesting stuff like that.
So you just want to go on a date for content?
Let me fix that for you. For clout.
My last couple rejections.
I'm not mentally stable enough to.
No.
And we ended on a hot streak.
Yeah, but I am like maybe 5/8 of a lesbian.
People.
You do this often?
No, like if they come up to me and ask me, like of course I'm gonna say yes. Like if they had the audacity to come up and ask me. And you look like my dad, kind of.
I feel like a lot of times girls will date you if they look like their fathers. That might sound weird. Just hold up. Give me a second to explain. I feel like a lot of times girls will date dudes who remind them of their fathers. Not just physically though. Like on a mental level. Let's say for example her dad's a thug and he's in jail. You're a thug type dude. She will probably be rocking with you. Just because of that alone.
Minus number 97.
If you were single, would you go on a date with me?
Damn, that hurts. That one would hurt. That one would sting.
That leaves us with a 19% acceptance rate. That's it? Are you serious? Oh my. I knew I shouldn't have made this video. I knew I'd be too unlovable and no one would love me like that. I knew girls are too good for me.
No, Sam, that's not true. And I'm not just saying that because I'm you. If you look at that number, you're right. 19% is pretty bad. But you have to remember that 63% said they weren't interested in dating anyone right now, not just you. That means you actually got 19 out of 37 interested.
Alright, so he said that 29 of them had boyfriends. Cap, listen, we know how this goes. Just because she has a boyfriend doesn't mean very much, especially when she's in college. Just to keep it real now.
Bruh.
You know what I mean? We know what it is. On top of that, the rest of them are saying, oh, I'm lesbian, I'm engaged, whatever, right? Well, some of that may be true. Most of that's cap. Most of these girls were just covering them because of whatever reason. Those are all rejections. All 63 are rejections in my head. Not all of them, but you get what I mean.
That means you actually got 19 out of 37 interested women.
Honestly, I think most of you guys starting off should delude yourself like that. I just want to be real with you guys, so you guys start really going hard on your self-improvement, which includes leveling up your money stone, leveling up your look stone, leveling up your status stone, your fight stone, all the stones that I talk about. Also, make sure you guys go watch this video right here. This will explain what I mean about these stones that I keep mentioning.
You got over your fear of rejection in a single day, and more importantly, learned to love who God created you to be. Even if every single girl said no, you've learned to love yourself, and that's what's most impressive, Sam.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
For real, man, you've grown as a person, asked out more girls in one day than most people do their entire life, and you've set yourself up for the future. Which reminds me, which one are you actually going to take out on a date?
He now has the ability to talk to girls he wouldn't have been able to talk to before. And that's one of the biggest things I love about being able to approach. I have the ability to meet strangers without having to use a dating app, without having to get fucking obliterated. Usually the hardest path to success offers the greatest rewards. And that's the point of my channel. Being an ace essentially means you excel at a particular activity. I'm trying to make sure that you guys excel at every part of the self-improvement process. I don't want you guys just being one-dimensional. That's one thing I mentioned in my LA video. There's just so many guys who just excel at one thing. If I can make a video for you guys, or I can post a clip on Instagram or TikTok, and you guys just go, wow, I'm going to go take action on what I want today. That means we're on the right path and we're building something special. Out of all the girls I just shown today, which one do you think he could have took on a date and it would have went somewhere? Just leave me a comment which girl you think below, and without further ado, make sure you guys holla back at me and let's continue to make this ball roll.